Hey guys, I'm Beck and this is Budget with Beck. So in today's video we're going to be unstuffing my wallet, stuffing my wallet, and then doing some sinking funds. So the normal, the usual, but let's go ahead and get started. Let's get right into it. Okay, so starting out with my wallet. So let's bring over my rollover binder. All right, with groceries, I have nothing left. I actually spent everything. What I have highlighted is the points that I used during this pay period. For those of you that may be new, I get paid every 2 weeks. So with my groceries, as we know, I use my points to pay for my groceries, and then I put the money aside that I didn't spend to put into my rollover binder, but I act as if I spent it, but now it's going into savings. Savings is my rollover binder. So let's go ahead and pull out my groceries. So I had $80 for my balance, and I have $20 left over for what I used for points. Everything else was spent with cash. So I used $20 worth of points, and I did have a couple people asking me some questions in regards to what points I'm using or referring to. I have Simply, and so I use the Simply points for groceries or whatever I'm buying at the time. So let's go ahead and put it into the rollover binder. So my food is fully funded. We're saving up for some Costco stuff. All right, so rollover. Of $20, giving us a total of $85. So I'm actually surprised you guys didn't catch the fact that when I added 45 plus 20, I wrote down 85. It's supposed to be 65, but now we're at 85. So 65 plus 20 is 85. So we'll go ahead and put it into my Costco envelope. So this is my rollover binder. Any money that I don't spend out of my wallet goes into my rollover binder. So with gas, I spent everything. So I had budgeted $80. I spent $60 out of my gas envelope, so there's nothing left over this time round. And then whatever was used beyond that $60 was put into some of my savings challenges. Fun, we have some left over. We have $5 left over. If we go over here, so we have new car, outing with friends. So with fun, outing with friends or art show. I do believe I already decided to put it with outing with friends so that we get a nice round $90. So I'm adding 5 to this envelope, giving us 90. Next we have personal. So I have $5 left over in my wallet, but I have some money that I used from my points. So what I did is I went grocery shopping, and if we look at the back of here, so I used 10,000 points equaling $10 to purchase something at the store. So then the money went into a separate envelope to be rolled over into my rollover binder, which is kind of nice. So we have $15 left over for personal, and we're going to put it into, so I have some, I've written down for personal. I have nothing for haircut, nothing for vision, and nothing for dentist. So I think I'm going to put $10 into here, into personal, giving us a total of $50. And then I don't need a haircut anytime soon. And then I'm going to put $5 into vision. So June 18th. Rollover plus 5, giving us a total of 25. So household, I have $10 left over. Household just goes straight into household. So $10, we have a total of 50 plus 10, now we have $60. It's so nice to be able to write again because I had hurt my hand a few weeks ago, or my wrist. I did try and fill this out with my left hand and it doesn't look that great to me. To you guys, you probably can't even tell, but for me, I'm like, oh, my writing was terrible. Okay, so for pets, so the same thing ended up happening. If we flip over to pets, so I have some money left over in pets, but because I went to the grocery store, I ended up buying those treats that I was telling you guys about in the past couple videos, which were $10, and I used $10 worth of points. So now we have some leftover cash to put in the rollover binder, and then we have the $10 in here. So I actually have $20 left over. That's really exciting because I have 80 in here, so that gives us 100. Yay! So we have 20. So now it's 100. Awesome. That's super exciting. Because my dog's haircut costs about 70 bucks with the tip. And then her dog food is anywhere between $25 and $45. She's good on food, but it just can be expensive. So, okay, next is clothing. I have $10 left over. Yeah, 10. And clothing is clothing. So we'll add $10, giving us a total of $45. So miscellaneous, I have nothing left over. I had to use this to purchase some insoles for my shoes because my feet have been sore. So got some stuff from miscellaneous, so we have nothing to put into there. And then next we have is spending, which I have some left over. So if we flip over to spending, I've decided to put the money into there. And I do believe, oh, it's $10. Yep. We have $10 left over. So I have spending and art supplies are the two categories for my spending. So we'll put 10 into spending. I don't need any art supplies, so it'll be 30. So 30 in spending and my rollover binder. And then dining out has nothing left over. I only put $5 in here, so it did not last me long. But yeah, so that's it for our rolling over our money into the rollover binder. We can put this guy off to the side for the time being. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get stuffing. So for groceries today, we're going to be putting $70, which is 3 20s and 1 10. I'm trying to do a no spend month for June, and it is difficult. It is seriously difficult. I had decided that I would be spending at least once a week on like a meal out. So far so good, but because I didn't budget much in my dining out, it ended up being pulled out of other envelopes, so which is disappointing, but it still came out of these envelopes. I'm not going into debt for it, so it works out in the end, but it's just not ideal. And then with McDonald's dollar coffee days, their iced coffees are $1.05 or $1.05, so it's super cheap to get an iced coffee. So I've been spending money on that too, but I need to stop. June has been a challenge for not getting coffee. I think that's one of my biggest Achilles heel issues is buying coffee. But it's only $1.05. Like, you can't go wrong with that for a medium. And it's Canadian funds, so that's like 85 cents American. But so I've been buying at least 1 coffee a day for that. But eating out, I've been really good because I was the type of person, or I guess I still am. I'm trying to change my ways. It's easier said than done. Eating out is somewhere I struggle. And so with limiting myself to once a week has been helping, because I don't know about you guys, but I could easily eat out once a day for sure. This challenge, the June no spend challenge, is to try and curb your habits and to make better changes for the future. So the second half of this month, wish me luck. I know it's the 18th for my payday, but the way my paydays falls, the end of the challenge will actually be July 4th. I count it per paycheck instead of per month. But depending on like the challenges like that happens with the budget month. But for June's challenge, it'll be the end of the month. But because it started from the 1st and it's going until the 31st. Okay, so we stuffed groceries. That was $70. Sorry for my little tangent there. Gas is next, and gas will be getting 80, which is 3 20s and a 10 and 2 5s. So now we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80. I'm hoping I don't have to use all of this pay period, that I only have to use about 60, because that's what I spent on gas last pay period. So I'm hoping to only spend 60 on here and have 10 left over, but I guess we shall see. So for fun, it will be getting a 5, which is 1 5. Personal, it will be getting 1 5 as well. I don't really have much to stuff for my wallet this pay period, as I have other goals in mind, such as my sinking funds. Household will be getting 5. That, and I can also rely on my rollover binder, which is nice. So if I need some toilet paper, it would come out of my household envelope. But as you know, $5 is not going to pay for a bag of toilet paper unless you get something really small. But who gets anything small for toilet paper? So I can utilize my rollover money from my household. In which case, I forgot how much we already had in there. So let's take a peeky leaky. Household has $60. So I have more than enough to be able to pull from here if I do need some toilet paper. So we put 5 into household. Pets will be getting 15, which is a 10 and a 5. 10, 15. Clothing will be getting $5. Miscellaneous will be getting 10, which is 110. Dining out will be getting $10. So $5 more than last pay period. And then, oh, flying cars. Whoopsie doodles, I jumped ahead. Spending will be getting $5, not dining out. This is spending. I jumped the gun a little bit. Dining out will be getting $10, but spending got 5. Okay, so that's it for stuffing my wallet. Oh yeah, I forgot to say. Every time, I swear. So today we're stuffing $519. $210 will be in my wallet. And then $210 will be in my sinking funds, and then we're doing our 26 weeks savings challenge. In which case, let's get it done right now. Are you ready? Are you ready? And our number for this pay period is 99. Oh man. That is our highest value at this point in time. It's 99. So this is, because we originally started with 103 as the highest, but we already pulled that. But now we're at 99. Okay. I guess it is what it is. I pulled it. I pulled it. It's now done. It's done. 99 is all finished. Woot woot. Okay, now that we've pulled our popsicle stick, time to get into our sinking funds. Okay. Get under there. There we go. All right, so for my online accounts, my car insurance, so I did pay for the insurance on June the 8th. It was $965, so we went from $1,120 to $155. That's really sad to say, but it's exciting that I had the funds available and was able to pay for it as soon as possible. And we still have some left over. So we're going to be adding our normal $55 to the account. So I've already done this online. I'm just writing it down for your guys' knowledge as well as mine to have it tracked somewhere. So then 155 plus 55 is $210. My car registration is due in September. So we're currently in June, so June, July, August, September. So in 3 months, I owe $180 to pay for my car registration for every 2 years. My fellow Canadians, if you don't know, you can actually pay for your car registration every 2 years instead of yearly. I find this way I don't have to go to the insurance company or the registries, I guess you would say, and to pay it every year, or that I don't end up forgetting. Yes, it's a little bit more, but I think it's actually less than paying it yearly. I think there's a bit of a discount, but I prefer to pay for it every 2 years, and then it's like less cumbersome and worrisome, I find, but it works for me. Maybe it won't work for you. But in the meantime, so I already have my payment of $180 ready to go. Next we have glasses personal, nothing in there, it's fully funded. Next we have pets. So some of you that are new might be like, wait a minute, you had a pets envelope in your rollover binder, why do you have an online account? So this is my vet visits. Maybe I'll put vets here. Vet. V-E-T. So this is for any emergencies with the vet or any checkups. So now we're at 950, almost at 1,000. I do believe my goal for this is $1,000, but of course I'm going to continue saving. But it's nice to have milestones and goals so that you can actually have something to strive for. So next pay period, I'm going to be at 1,000. So that's super exciting. I do have more money than this in my account online, but I was given some money from my taxes a couple years back, and so I do have a good chunk of change in there, which after this $1,000, it will change and you will see a different number, a much bigger number, because my total goal for this account is $5,000. So you'll see the number change, and I'll explain that later. But in the meantime, I guess I kind of explained it anyways, but you will see that in future videos. Emergency, I'm at $2,000, which is good there. Overflow. This is the page that got completely filled. It's at $16.55, but we have some overflow this pay period, which is $1.11, giving us a total of $17.66. So this is like my cushion, if you will, but I call it overflow because it's the change left in my account after pulling the cash out. TSFA won't be getting anything. My points. So as you guys can see here, my payday was on June 4th. We updated the account. It was at $292,051, giving us a total of $292. I did some spending, as you guys saw. $20, $20, $20, and $10. Therefore, we went from $272 down to $222. Now for the update, I have $228,481. Points, giving us $228. So I went up $6 from June 12th until June 18th. So that is awesome. Okay, now for sinking funds. Time to put the cash into the envelopes. So buffer is fully funded. Car maintenance, it will be getting its usual 25. I am due for an oil change, so I will be contacting my mechanic and setting up an oil change. But now we have $1,100. There's $1,000 in my online account and then $100 here. I probably will be using the cash here to pay for my oil change. It's just over $100, and didn't write anything on the back here indicating any prices of anything. I'll have to do that later. So we're putting in here 25, giving us a total in this envelope, like I said, $100. New Year's won't be getting anything. Ashley's birthday. So we're actually opening up fully. The last time I checked, which was last night for Alberta, that's where I live. I checked for Alberta, and it appears that we're going to be reopening fully come anytime now. I checked online, and our statistics and or the way that they're planning on reopening Alberta is once 70% of the population in Alberta gets their first vaccine or their first dose. 2 weeks after that, they're going to open everything back up as per normal. I don't know if I agree with that, but just know that I do not. So let's not get into politics or anything or opinions here in regards to reopening or what have you. But that being said, the reason I'm saying this is because indoor dining will become into effect. Therefore, I'll be able to take her out for her birthday dinner or lunch, and she knows where she wants to go. And like I said in my last video, they don't have a patio or outdoor dining, so it's not applicable. Once they reopen, I believe the estimation is around July 5th. That's about 2-3 weeks away. So we're at 69.9% first dose vaccines given out. So we're right there on the cusp of rolling over to 70. Then this money will be used in, I guess, a month's time. Maybe give or take. Calgary Comic-Con, we're going to be putting $25 in here as per normal. Slowly getting to our goal. So now we're at 725. The goal being 800. Wait a minute. Holy Hobbit! I just realized I have just enough squares for my goal of 800. So we'll be at 450, or 450. We'll be at 750, 775, 800. That worked out really nicely. What are the odds of that? I did not plan that. So we'll put our 25 in here for Calgary Comic-Con. They plan on doing the Calgary Comic-Con this coming September, but I have a feeling we're going to be having another shutdown come the fall. So I don't plan on using this fall. My Calgary Comic-Con will be for 2022, when things are actually good, if and when they become actually good, where things are legitimately going back to normal. I'm a little bit skeptical of it being going back to normal, so I'm going to save this for when things are in more of a normal state. But when and if that'll ever happen, I don't know. But worst case scenario, I have the money saved up for that time. Birthdays, we are going to be putting $5 into birthdays. It was my aunt's birthday and my dad's birthday. So, as you could see on my points, I used $20 worth of it. Which actually, I used it for buying my aunt's flowers for her birthday. So on June 11th, it was my aunt's birthday. I used $20 worth of points. So I didn't actually spend anything out of here. I used my miscellaneous envelope, or I used something in my wallet to pay for the extra dollar because the flowers were $21. So I just pulled a loonie and then paid with the points. So that was really nice. And then for my dad's birthday, which was 3 days later, we went out for dinner. I spent $55 out of this envelope, and it was really nice. He enjoyed himself, so that was great. So we have $105 left over, and now we're putting $5 again. So now we're back up to 110. Give a 5. So for gifts, we're fully funded. I have not had to use that yet. OdaFest. So I'm actually putting a little bit extra in here today. By a little bit, an extra $25. So we're going from 675 to 725. I decided to add a little extra to this because I got paid a little extra. And so I do believe these are, my Calgary and OdaFest are the same now. So yes, they are the same. That just means that my goal of 800 for this one will end up happening sooner than later, which will be nice because I gotta start saving for Christmas. Christmas is coming. We're at the 6-month mark, guys. We're halfway there. And I have very little for Christmas saved. So I gotta get on this. But we have 725, and we will be putting a $50 bill in here today. Father's Day is fully funded. So Father's Day is this Sunday. I was thinking about taking my dad out for lunch again or for dinner. I work Sunday, so it'll most likely be dinner, or if he decides maybe on Monday we go out for dinner instead of on the Sunday. He was deciding between 2 places, and so he decided BP's for his birthday, and so I think I'll take him to Joy's Only for some fish and chips for his Father's Day, because he couldn't decide, and finally he made a decision for Boston Pizza. But we'll go get Joy's Only for his Father's Day. Stratton Art Walk, it will be getting $5, giving us a total of 40. So now we have 40 in here. Thanksgiving will also be getting $5, giving us a total of 30. Thanksgiving is actually getting up there. Once you start putting $5 in there, it grows quite quickly. That, and I've been very consistent with it. So the last 5 paychecks, I've been putting money into it. So except for this one, it was $3 to round it out. But once you start putting 5s, it actually grows quite quickly, because my goal for this one is $50. So now I'm $20 away from that. Halloween is fully funded, so it won't be getting anything. Black Friday, Cyber Monday will be getting $5, giving us a total of 35. Potlucks will also be getting $5, giving us a total of 15. Christmas, so I do have a little bit of money in here for Christmas, but it's not enough. So it will be getting 5 today, giving us a total of 95. My goal is $500 for Christmas, so I have a ways to go. Giving, I'm not going to be putting anything into giving today. I actually have the giving in my wallet. I've been meaning to use some of it. I just keep forgetting. So we have $20 for giving. Baby shower doesn't get anything. Weddings doesn't get anything. Business doesn't get anything. Animathon doesn't get anything. And now we're into my savings. So my new phone that I am saving for gets 30. And now we have 170. It will be getting a 20 and a 10. So 20, 30. Subscriptions doesn't get anything. And I do believe that's it for this sinking funds binder. Time to go back to our rollover binder, because I do have some savings goals in here. Okay. So we have new car. It will be getting $50, giving us a total of $500. My goal for this one is $10,000, but my first original goal was $500. So I have a long way to go here. I think I don't know about you guys, but I find that I struggle with where I want to put my money all the time. It's like, I want to put a little bit everywhere. And then it's like, okay, well, no, I need to start like condensing a little bit more and just saying, okay, I'm not paying for these few because they're not as important. I need to pay for these other things because they're more important. So I've been really battling with how and where to put my money in regards to my goals. And a lot of my sinking funds, as you can tell in this binder, beyond this first chunk, a lot of it is for other people. There are some things for me, but I don't know. I think I've been struggling and I've been thinking about switching things around a little bit and changing my goals. But it's just such a struggle bus because I want to do everything, but you can't. You have limited funds and you have to prioritize. So at the end of the day, I just want to save my money and try not spend it. And that's why I'm doing this budget mom method. That's why I'm doing cash envelopes. It's because I want to save and I want to tell my money where to go today so I don't wonder where it went tomorrow. Because how often do you swipe your card and go like, what happened to my money? I had $200 in my account and now it's gone. And that's like 3 days after getting paid. And you're like, oh my Lanta, I have like another 11 days to go and I have no money. And then you start using the credit card and then it's just this vicious cycle of like trying to pay off your credit card and not having enough money. And it's just, it's a struggle bus. But I digress. There's so many things I want to do and it's just, where do I focus my funds? I definitely know that I'm going to be needing a new car within the next 2 years. I don't know. There's a lot to think about and there's a lot to process, and it is a struggle bus for sure. I've also contemplated getting a second job. I've contemplated so many things. Like it's just, I just want to save money, but I want to make more money to save more money. And I don't know. Anyways, I feel like it just like ran on a hamster wheel there and got nowhere with what I'm trying to tell you, but I don't know. It's just literally my brain's just like, I don't know. Where do I go? What do I do? What's happening? Ah! So, but at the end of the day, one foot in front of the other, one step at a time. And once I start accomplishing my goals, so I think once I start filling up my envelopes and hitting my goals, like with my food envelope, I hit my goal of $200. So now I don't have to put money in here anymore. And to keep food, like the money in this envelope is kind of like a backup emergency. I have enough that I budgeted for groceries and for food to be able to live off of that. But for what this is kind of like an emergency binder backup for if I don't have enough with my wallet, which as you can tell with stuffing today, I don't have that much in that wallet. So it's limiting what I'm spending so I can save the most. So whatever's left over, I'm putting it into here to save. So this is kind of like a savings binder, I guess. Anyways, so once I reach the 200 in here, I don't have to worry about that anymore. I can start putting my money elsewhere. Because the other thing too is like for my gas, my goal for this envelope is 500, or sorry, I read the 5 and I thought 500. My goal for the gas rollover is to have $200 in here. Once I hit $200 in here, I'm going to start rolling the money over into my new car to build this quicker, so that I put the most money away for this. Because I think my priority goal right now is a new car. A new to me car. I'm not buying off the lot. I'm not financing a vehicle. I'm paying cash. And it'll be like a second hand, third hand from somebody. You know, when people put out those for sale signs on their vehicles, getting one of those. And don't worry, I have amazing mechanics where I live, and I take the vehicle to them, they inspect it, and they're honest and they're amazing, and they'll tell me, yes, buy this vehicle, or no, do not buy this vehicle because of XYZ LMNOP. And I trust them, and they've kept me safe on the road with my car. My car is 19 years old. 19. 1-9. For some people watching my video, my car is older than you. So I've been driving it since I was 17. and it has gotten me to point A to point B. Like, it's gotten me everywhere, and my mechanics have looked after my car so good. Over the past year, I have been saving. And with the 26-week challenge, that money will be going for my new car. The Budget Mom, that savings challenges that I've been doing with her. So she has savings challenges every year. She does monthly savings challenges. Check her out. It's in the description box below, her website, or where to get some of her envelopes, and you can do some digging. She's got a YouTube channel. She's got Instagram. She's got Facebook. She's on a lot of social media platforms, so you can definitely find her. The Budget Mom. And even though she has mom in the title, it's for anybody and everybody. She's a mom. She has a child, or she has her son. I think he's 7 years old, maybe 8. And so she's a mom. So that's why she's called the Budget Mom. And I believe in her method. And as you guys know, and I'm finding success with it. So without her and implementing her process over the past year, I wouldn't be where I am today. And I'm very happy and very grateful for that. So thank you, Budget Mom. You changed my life. So anyways, I got off on another tangent. So let's go back to stuffing. I am quite the Gabby Goose today. Wow. Holy hobbit. Okay, so we have $500 in here into the new car. And then the next thing that we have is our 26 weeks. So that's it for our cash stuffings. So as you guys know, we pulled out the number 99. Oh, oof. That was quite the gut punch, but that's okay. Now our highest number that we could pull is done. It's all done, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. I do believe the next highest number is either 95 or 97. I don't remember off the top of my head, but it's around there. All right, so let's go ahead and put our $99. Just kidding. Oh no, I was too busy Gabby Goosing. I didn't put the 50 into my new car. I'm sure you guys are like, Beck, you forgot to put the money in the envelope. You were too busy Gabby Goosing and chatting like a chatty Cathy. There we go. Okay, we're good. We're good now. Okay, so it should be 50, 70, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. So we got our loonies, which are $1 coins, and our toonie, which is a $2 coin. And there we have it. Our 26-week challenge. Money is in the box. With the 26-week challenge, the total coming out of this will be $1,378. So that's a good chunk of change. I basically saved this amount with the Budget Mom. With her challenges last year, this is the amount I saved. And I'm also doing the Budget Mom challenges on top of this. So I'm saving some good coin. But of course, I want to save more. I want to save it all. You know, once you start saving and you start seeing those accounts filling up and you start seeing the money growing and you start feeling relief that you have something that you don't have to rely on debt for in regards to credit cards, it's such a freeing feeling. And I know you guys know that because those of you who watch my videos, you also are budgeting and you also are doing your cash stuffing envelopes, and we are knocking it out of the park. Us ladies and us guys, everybody. Anybody and everybody who budgets, you guys are knocking it out of the park. And honestly, you got to give yourself some grace. I have been buying coffee this month. It's supposed to be a no spend June. I have been bad and I have been spending. But at the end of the day, I'm only human and I like my coffee. And they're $1.05. Don't judge me. You have to enjoy life to enjoy budgeting. So at the end of the day, I'm telling my money where to go and how to get there, so I don't wonder where it went tomorrow. So at the end of the day, I feel relief and I feel good. So, but beyond that, holy hobbit, I feel like I just talked your ear off for probably a good like hour. If you hung out until the end of the video, I appreciate you guys, and thank you for all the love you have given me and all the comments. I appreciate it to no end. You guys are awesome and amazing, but that is all I have for you today. So the next video you guys will be seeing is me in 2 weeks time for our next cash stuffing. But spoiler alert, I actually get paid 3 times in July. So that means I also get more money in July because I don't have to pay for my mortgage out of one paycheck. So that's an extra like chunk of change. So I'm excited for that. I need to decide and figure out what I'm going to do with that extra chunk of change. If I want to put it towards one big goal or multiples, finish some of my sinking funds, finish some of my rollover envelopes. Like, the sky's the limit. But I know I want to save it. I don't want to spend it. I want to save it. And that's all I have for you. Anyways, I love you guys. You guys are amazing. Keep it up. And we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.